Young people, I'm here today to talk to you about the SATs, which are a very important set of tests that we're setting for every 7-year-old in the country so that we can assess them and grade them and get them ready for the next set of tests. Now, a lot of people, a lot of mums, are quite angry about this. They say that childhood should be a fun time, that children in Finland wouldn't have even started school by this age, and they have the best education system in the world. They say this is putting too much pressure on our children. Now, that's nonsense. And that, frankly, is the reason why we are a nation which has so many unswept chimneys. SATs are a simple test which will assess a basic level of competence at administrative tasks. You know? Now, unfortunately, we can't actually administer the spellings test because we accidentally released it online last week, but that is precisely the reason why we need these sorts of tests. We don't want our children making that sort of cock up, do we? Oh, childhood should be a fun time. Rubbish. Absolute rubbish. Making our children miserable is what made this country great. Boarding school, Saturday rugby, choir, Jim will fix it, calling it Boss Cat rather than Top Cat, not even bothering to change the theme tune. I was hanged every day at school and it didn't do me any harm, apart from a withered arm and some sexual dysfunction. Yeah, I haven't had an erection since the Falklands War. It wasn't just the Belgrano that went down that night, I can tell you. Corporal punishment is the only language some children understand. Even worse, French is the only language some other children can understand. I remember one time in front of the whole class, I was just standing there, cheeks red with shame, upper and lower, a Latin textbook clutched between my buttocks. As there were just people dancing around, throwing things, shouting, "Fatty, fatty, fatty, fatty!" And all I could think was, it's my own fault. It's my own fault, you know. I shouldn't have come to the staff room in the first place. Anyway, to show the huge faith I have in our Education Minister, Nicky Morgan, I've written her a poem. So, Nicky Morgan, this is for you. Nicky Morgan. Nicky Morgan. Are you a big fan of Danish political thriller Borgen, Nicky Morgan? Nicky Morgan, with your steely stare, you freeze schools into academy status like Medusa or any other Gorgon, Nicky Morgan. Your skin is as like wheat or barley or sorghum, Nicky Morgan. If you were Education Secretary in America and there were a school shooting and some people wanted less gun, you would want more gun, Nicky Morgan. If you were to stand for the party leadership, the conclusion would be foregone, Nicky Morgan. Nicky Morgan, we all know that your heart is your least necessary organ, Nicky Morgan. Thank you. No, one more thing. People go on about a happy childhood. But let me tell you something. We have to prepare children for the real world. In my job as an MP, I've had to take benefits away from the disabled. I've had to refuse to let refugee children into the country. I've had to victimise the poor and collude with the rich on a daily basis. Do you really think MPs could do any of that if we'd had a happy childhood? Think about it.